Hello my dear students. Our today's topic is human digestive system. The human digestive system consists of organs such as mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine and large intestine. These all organs together form alimentary canal. Human digestive system also contains glands such as salivary glands, liver and pancreas. Nutrition in human beings include various steps. These steps are ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. Let's discuss about these steps one by one. First step is ingestion. The human beings have a special organ for the ingestion of food, which is called as mouth. It is surrounded by upper and lower lip. Next step is digestion. The digestion of food starts as soon as we put food in our mouth. The mouth cavity or buccal cavity contains teeth, tongue and salivary glands. The teeth cut the food into small pieces, chew and grind it. So, teeth helps in physical digestion. Salivary glands produces saliva which mixes with the food. The saliva contains an enzyme amylase which digests the starch present in food into sugar called glucose. Tongue helps in mixing the food with saliva. The slightly digested food into mouth is swallowed by the tongue into a common passage for both respiratory and digestive tract, that is pharynx. When food enters into pharynx, the muscles of the pharynx contract to push the food into the esophagus. At this time, the valve called epiglottis covering the windpipe closes. This prevents the food from entering in the respiratory tract. From pharynx, the food is gulped down into the tube-like structure called esophagus. The esophagus is lined with muscles that contract and relax rhythmically. This pushes the food forward. This is called peristalsis. Peristalsis occurs all along the gut. The epithelial cells of esophagus also secrete mucus, which lubricate the food. The peristaltic movement of esophagus pushes the food into the stomach. The stomach is a J-shaped organ. The food entered is churned in the stomach for about 3 hours. During this time, the food breaks down into smaller pieces and forms a semi-solid paste. The stomach wall contains gastric glands which secrete gastric juice. This gastric juice contains 3 substances: hydrochloric acid, enzyme pepsin and mucus. Hydrochloric acid makes the medium acidic because enzyme pepsin works only in acidic medium. So we can say the digestion of protein starts from stomach. Mucus provides the protection to inner lining of stomach from hydrochloric acid. The partially digested food then goes from stomach into the small intestine. Small intestine is the longest part of the alimentary canal, and it is about 6.5 meter long. 6.5 meters. Yes. Small intestine helps in the digestion and absorption of nutrients. The small intestine receives the secretion of two glands. The first gland is liver and second is pancreas. Pancreas secrete pancreatic juice. This pancreatic juice contains enzymes such as trypsin and lipase. Trypsin breaks down protein and lipase breaks down fat. Liver secrete bile, which is stored in gallbladder. Bile helps in breaking fats present in food. The wall of small intestine also contains glands which secrete intestinal juice, which contains a number of enzymes which helps in further digestion of food. In this way, the food is completely digested in the small intestine. Next step is absorption. Now, let's discuss about absorption. Till now, we have studied about digestion in the small intestine. Next, we will understand how absorption takes place in the small intestine. The small intestine is the main reason for the absorption of digested food. After digestion, the molecules of food become very small and it is pushed ahead in the small intestine. The inner surface of the small intestine has millions of tiny finger-like projections called villi. The villi are in close contact with the blood vessels, so the food can be absorbed by the blood. Now, the next step is assimilation. Let's discuss about assimilation. From the blood, digested food is carried to all parts of the body. The digested food is used by the cells for obtaining energy. The digested food which is not used by our body immediately stored in the liver in the form of carbohydrate called glycogen. This stored glycogen can be used as a source of energy by the body. Next step is digestion. The undigested food cannot be absorbed in the small intestine. So, undigested food passes from the small intestine into the wider tube called large intestine. The large intestine absorbs the water, so the undigested food becomes almost solid. The last part of the large intestine is called rectum, which stored this undigested food for some time. Then it is thrown out through the anus. The act of expelling the feces is called egestion. Thank you.